tickle his armpit. I really don't care. And I try and get my players to not worry about that stuff, not focus on that stuff. It's not important, mate. Really, it isn't. And if you want to go down that avenue, well, what's he supposed to do? Turn around and throw a punch and knock him out? And what does that do? Or tell him, please don't touch him? I mean, seriously, we're not in the schoolyard. To be honest, if I saw one of my players do it, I'd be saying, mate, well, seriously, get the ball and play some football. But that doesn't mean that that's not a strategy that can be used, but I just don't buy into it. I don't care about it. Mate, who cares? Seriously. I know it's great theatre. I understand it.
Cry more! Cry more! Wah, wah! Cry more! Wah, wah, wah! Cry more! Cry more! Wah! Oh, God, that felt good.
You need top 4. You better get a result against Chelsea today. You better get if you don't get a result against Chelsea and you blow up this chance to get top 4, you'll sign Timo Werner on a permanent deal, right? And welcome to the present. See, Postecoglou is full of hyperboles and borderline. Maybe will I be going to fight if I call him a liar, a pathological liar? Remember the VAR when it was like, managers should stick to the game and stop complaining about VAR, and we see him complain about VAR in the last game. So just stop it. This farce, this false bravado, this false image of him trying to virtue signal to the referees, to the fans. Yeah, it worked in the initial stage, but eventually people get used to it and they find you out. They'll find you out. You cannot do it for a long time, right? How long can you pretend or put up an act before people begin to find out the true you? Postecoglou, I know you say you don't care about the antics Ben White was performing on your goalkeeper. You do care because you looked and sounded irritated. You do care a lot. The fact that this season Arsenal has scored before the Spurs game 15 goals from set pieces. That's not even synonymous to a top side. If somebody told you a particular team has scored like 10 plus goals from set pieces, you are thinking about the mid-table teams or the lower cadre teams. No, you're not talking about a team competing for the title. The fact that you did not actually, in your own words, try to prescribe a solution to that, it just shows how what would be the right word? How arrogant you could be sometimes. Like, Arsenal a good team when it comes to set pieces. Ben White is going to try to unsettle your goalkeeper. You saw him fuddling with your goalkeeper's gloves, and you didn't like it, even though you say you don't care. But your description of what Ben White was doing to the goalkeeper sounded and looked irritating to you. So why are you capping? Keep crying. The fact that maybe you're just saying this because of to the media. I'm sure behind closed doors you can't be this nonchalant. You cannot be this nonchalant that you're not going to take into consideration the fact that you guys have to defend set pieces better. Your goalkeeper Vicario struggles in claiming the ball or to dominate his area in the penalty box. We know that. It's not a secret anymore. Most teams know that unsettled Vicario is extremely vulnerable. Even sports fans know that. But yet, you think it should not be high up there for you to try and fix it. You think there are other better things than fixing the fact that your goalkeeper and your team can't defend set pieces. Come on, man. You play Chelsea today. The battle of the bombs. Two teams that are struggling for form and are struggling to be relevant. Let's see who's going to win. Spurs need that money because you've been demeaning and talking down on the fact that top 4 is not the be all and end all. Nobody says top 4 is the be all and end all, but it's very important that Spurs at this stage, because it's very feasible to still qualify for top 4, try everything possible to get top 4. Hence, you might not have the kind of resources you need to continue to build a team. You are not, you're owned by a billionaire, but your billionaire is not that guy that is actually very benevolent with his money. Daniel Levy doesn't own the club because he gets a lot of flack for not spending. But he's not his club, it's not his money, he's just the CEO. Sometimes it's like fans don't understand this dynamic that Daniel Levy is not the owner, that Daniel Levy is penny pinching. Yes, it's managing the resource given to him adequately. So how is it his fault? You people know that you don't have an owner which is very, very fruitless money. So getting top four will help you get some resources, at least get one or two more players to your roster. So for you to somehow feel come out and tell us in the press that top four is not overly important, it's just development of team, we row, you are just waffling. You are waffling. Spurs need top four. This nonsense that sports fans are shouting, I'd rather not get top four than make Arsenal win the league. Really? Really? You are going to actually self-sabotage yourself because of some tasteless ego? So, if you do not win your games or deliberately lose to Man City because you don't want Arsenal to win the league, that's on you. A lot of you don't want Timo Werner. You will sign him because you don't have the money. You are not flush with resources. So, for you to actually sign better players than Timo Werner, top four is paramount. Paramount plus. You need it. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. All this fake bravado that is not backed up with action is not going to work. You need top four. You better get a result against Chelsea today. You better get if you don't get a result against Chelsea and you blow up this chance to get top four, you'll sign Timo Werner on a permanent deal, right? And this coming summer, don't expect quality sign, maybe one or two, but you need more than one or two quality signings, right? So for you to get those quality signings, at least one or two more plus the two you get, you need to get your top four.